Hey, welcome back to Experience Pros with Angel and Eric. Our first guest is John Bahalik, the CEO of Webolutions in Denver, Colorado.
John is a passionate business leader. He started Webolutions 21 years ago. Today, Webolutions is an award-winning, fully integrated branding, digital, and strategic marketing firm with clients throughout the United States. John, we're so excited to talk to you today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, you have won so many awards and you've come so highly recommended to us. We just want to talk a little bit about this topic of branding. I don't know if, I'm glad you're seated, John, because somebody once told us that branding is dead.
Seriously, right?
I think the way that branding might have been done before might be dead.
Okay.
All right. So make a distinction for us. What are we talking about?
Yeah, so, a brand is really a memory bank that gets created over time. And a good brand is a memory bank that gets created over time of positive associations between a company and what they stand for in the world and moments of happiness in people's lives that they create. And so if you take a look at a brand that way, a brand is whatever you make it into.
All right, that is way different than what I'm used to hearing, right? People think of branding, they think my logo, maybe the colors and the font, but nobody's talking about happy memories, right? Okay, so translate that. How do we get from thinking that it was just our logo on our website to now we're creating happy memories?
Sure. So any brand that you think of that you might know out there, if I say, hey, what do you think of when you think of McDonald's? It's a tune. It's a breakfast on a Saturday morning. It's a place where you go to get Redbox movies. It's a play area for the kids. It's a Big Mac, a Happy Meal. It's Ronald McDonald's. Maybe it's a bathroom stop on a road trip. I don't know, but it's all those things put together, and those moments of happiness are what bring us to a brand. And so we were talking about what an experience is, and those moments of happiness are also part of that experience of a brand.
But now, John, McDonald's, I mean, you took me right back to my childhood where I used to have a Big Mac with my dad, and it's one of those happy experiences.
Yeah.
But McDonald's can't create that, can they? How do they get into my memories?
Sure. So maybe I'll switch gears and talk about Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola wouldn't come on and say, hey, we've got this can that's filled with these things. Come get a Coke. Coke, when you see a commercial for Coke, says, well, they don't even say it. They convey.
They got polar bears.
Yeah, we connect people to celebrations of the holidays, and we're going to teach the world to sing together. And we're Mean Joe Green in a tunnel throwing a jersey to a little boy, connecting with the heroes and things. And so a brand, if they focus on what are those moments of happiness, what is the experience of what we want people to feel when they think of our name, as opposed to what is our product or what is our service, creates that. Howard Schultz, I heard an interview from him, and he said,
CEO of Starbucks.
CEO of Starbucks, right? So it's about the community and the theater and the act of getting a coffee that makes a coffee house famous in Italy. And so bringing that to the world is something they do on a daily basis.
Okay, so John, which comes first? Because you think about, you just named some big companies. They're behemoths, really, in the corporate world. Smaller businesses, smaller companies, do we have to get big and then we create and we have this brand? Or does the branding come and then that's what helps us grow?
I think if you're knowledgeable about how you're approaching it, you're not focusing on your product or service. You're talking about what you believe about the world. You're talking about why you're in business, and you're focusing on those experiences that make those moments of happiness for people, no matter what size business you are.
All right, well, this is kind of exciting because you think about no matter where you are in business, we can have this incredible brand, this imagery, these happy memories, because we've probably started creating happy memories from the day we opened our doors, right?
For sure.
Right?
We were looking at this picture a little bit ago, and then you guys went to Cancun with a bunch of people. To those people, Experience Pros is a trip to Cancun and fun and enjoyment, and that's how they're going to see you from now on. So anytime that you can take a look forward and say, how are people going to take a look at me, and create that with some intention and stand for that and know where you are, you're creating a successful brand.
All right, well, you are definitely the expert. We'll make sure that we put links to your website out on the Experience Pros website.
Up next, we'll try our best to keep up with Mrs. Jones as we explore the value of having and keeping a working budget.
And you actually should pay yourself first because you have to take care of you, your home, and then you can work on the business.
And still ahead, we'll paint the town red with Jackie Cox.
You put it in the wrong line.
No, I did not. Back after these messages.
Would you like to be an expert guest on Experience Pros with Angel and Eric? Send your media kit to TV@experiencepros.com. That's TV@experiencepros.com.